I said,
Hi guys, welcome back. Smash. I'm going to call you Smash because I don't trust saying that word anymore. How are you guys today? Hi Denise, how are you today?
Good. How are you?
Good. How was work?
Same.
You're here now.
Yes. Hi, Smash. Hi, Spinach.
What you guys been up to today? Making your troll rounds? I saw you guys in a couple live streams last night, I think it was.
Yeah, I think I seen them in pizzas.
Oh, really? I don't think I was paying attention too much to chat and pizzas. I have to have him as background like noise. I can't actually sit down and watch. I have to be doing something. Hi, Kristen. Welcome.
Hi, Kristen.
Oh no, was she okay? Was somebody messing with our Vegas?
What happened, Smash? In pizzas live? Something happened? Oh, well, there's always one of them.
Yeah, I hate that. Like when she ended, was that yesterday? When she ended, it started out like really fun, and then of course people had to just like go in guns blazing, and then she ended.
But like I was saying, maybe because I didn't get to see the chat, I didn't think anybody really said anything bad in that first live. Like they normally do. They're usually really, nasty when she gets all pissed off and leaves. But I didn't see anything like the norm of people saying
Did
to
you
her.
see it live?
The first one, yeah, that she said
Oh,
she
okay. I
was
was gonna say
going.
because she blocked them all, so none of their comments showed up
Right,
on the
so I couldn't
replay.
read what the people were saying. So I was
Right.
like, what did they say it's so mean that she got
I
pissed
don't
off?
remember, me and my memory, but I don't remember specifically what they
Hi,
were
Charlotte.
saying, but it was not the day to mess with her. Did she, Kristen? She was not having it yesterday. Oh, don't say that.
Yeah, Kristen, I didn't
I
think there
really
was,
hope not.
just from hearing it, I didn't think there was anything out of the norm that, normally she would just like shrug off.
Isn't Monique the one that was members of both her
Yeah,
and
that I
ours?
kept hearing her name that she didn't like what she was saying.
I didn't see what she was saying, I guess. I'm telling you guys, I'm not as observant as I need to be for this. Why do people pick on Vegas doll and they pick on Shay so much?
Yeah, isn't Monique a member of his Friends with Benefits too?
I
Or that's
think
somebody
she is.
else?
Yeah, I think she is because that's why, like the the Beezers that will go in hard went in hard on her, and she left that night. That she became a member of his. She ended up leaving Chantal's that night because they just let her have it. Oh my gosh, Kristen. Natter probably did say that, but she's not going to believe that. The last one, Charlotte, you mean the one? Hold on.
The one an hour ago.
Oops, sorry. Here, I'll just pull it up for him. Oh, I forgot to change our thumbnail. I'll do that next time.
Yeah.
We had a good thumbnail. Denise had an awesome idea, and I forgot to change it. But at least that's one thing we don't have to think of next time.
Right.
Okay.
Well, Charlotte, my opinion of that is finally she maybe is thinking that we're not idiots, and we know she keeps going back there, and we know she's not going to stop going back there. So maybe she could stop the stupid lies, pretending that we don't know.
Okay.
And as for her saying she don't watch her or don't come in and say anything, they're still coming in. What do you think? Because she said that they're still going to be good when they talk to her in our chat.
Okay. Hey guys, sorry I missed the VIB coffee beezing today. I'm not going to beat around the bush. I feel like an idiot, yes, for coming online and saying one thing and then changing my mind the next. Hang on, let me let Tracy up. I'm sorry. I am in love with someone I talked a lot of crap about and divulged a lot of personal information about our relationship. This has to stop, and I know this. Going back to someone I said I wouldn't go back to still doesn't make me a bad person, and I need to clean up my channel a bit to make the space a mentally healthier place for me to be. So, if you are fed up with my life, please unfollow, because next time I go live, I will only be keeping those who are here to support and not tear down every chance they get and hang on every flaw and mistake. No one is forcing you to endure this torment. In return, I will do my best to create positive content for you. I'm just tired of apologizing for living my life. I feel better just being open and honest instead of trying to hide that I go back. I don't know. I mean, I agree with her. Like, some of the stuff people go in on her about, I'm just like, really? Like, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like shocked that some of the things people go at her about are things that they give that much thought to, you know? Yeah, I wonder if they'll claim her now. You know, the lip crust, the filter thing. Um, I Samsung, they said, and I have a Samsung, but I don't use my phone to stream yet. I haven't done it yet. But hold on, I keep losing my train of thought because I'm trying to keep up with the chat. But yeah, so I didn't know that she was using a filter, but it makes sense because there's a lot of like dings and whistles on the Samsung camera. And so, I mean, I'm not surprised if it has a built-in filter, but yeah, I mean, I don't think there's a reason to lie about it. I'll be totally honest, guys. I use a filter on mine, but I'm not. I mean, I'm not hiding that. I do. He called pizza female dog. Ah, oh, so unfair and abusive for her to take her anger at him or herself out on her viewers. She says she only wants positivity, but she is the most negative part of her channel. Sometimes I'll be honest, sometimes I want her to be negative. Because I get irritated when she doesn't block people and when she doesn't stand up for herself. Like, sometimes she's just a battering ram. She used to brag about how many compliments she would receive on her skin, but we all know what her skin looks like. I don't know that I believe it's like it was on the iPhone. I mean, that was a really, really crappy picture. I don't mean just of her, just the picture in general on that phone. I don't know if it's an old one or what, but I don't think her skin is probably that bad like it showed on there. But Denise, Tracy, are you guys there?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
I
You
had my
think it
nephew
is
coming in
that
and
bad?
out, so I just muted it.
Why? But why did Nether look normal on the iPhone? Yeah, I don't know, Kristen. I agree. Sometimes it's morbid and gross how people throw insults one after the
I
other.
think it has a lot to do with that ring light too.
Yeah, he doesn't know how to position the ring light or where to put it or how to use it. That's for sure. But she was there. She should have helped with that. I agree she gets a lot of abuse, but I think the last part of that post is just fluff. I don't see different content coming anytime soon. I don't see different content coming soon, but I'm not in a sense of she's lying. I don't see new content coming because she hasn't taken any steps to make her mental health better. And I think before she's already overwhelmed with what's going on in her life or whatever. She keeps saying that she's overwhelmed. She's overwhelmed. Until she gets some sort of therapy, I don't think that feeling is going to go away, especially with YouTube, because it would be overwhelming. Wouldn't it be overwhelming for you if you got on here and you got all that hate? She
Yeah, well,
can't.
she said that she didn't know there was a filter, and then she said, "Oh, is sepia a filter?" And so apparently there is, but she's pretending she didn't know that was one. But I mean, I don't know if that also makes you look like you lost weight because she looked super bloated in the first ones and then didn't on the other phone. So is there a skinny filter?
I want that one, please. She was not. She was most likely flushed in the face due to alcohol, but she looks way different. It wasn't just lighting. Why is Chantal using a filter such a big deal anyway? I mean, yeah, I don't understand why it's a big deal either. It's a big deal because it's her. And I think what they're saying is it's a big deal because she's not coming right out and saying I'm using a filter. See, Kristen, I don't feel that way. I feel like if it were me, if I were Chantal and I was in her shoes, I would be blocking anybody that came in there guns blazing at me. I mean, I can handle um, constructive criticism, but they're not giving her constructive criticism, a lot of them. I mean, there's no two ways about it. Some of it is just hate. There's probably truth to that, spinach. Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. YouTube reject it. It's more the fact that people think she's lying about it. Right. Is there a skinny filter though? I don't think there's like a skinny filter on Samsung. I don't. I mean, like I said, I have a Samsung, but I couldn't tell you because I don't use it for YouTube. Chantal Chantal projects more than anyone I have ever encountered. There are many filters on too. Well, can you point me in the direction of the skinny one? She is lying about not being lying about it.
I have an iPhone, and I know the iPhone doesn't have it, but they should then if Samsung does.
Yeah, no kidding. I have an iPhone. Maybe I'll switch to Samsung.
If there's a skinny filter, we're all going to Samsung's. I just made that move a few months ago. Don't know how to work my phone for nothing, but I don't think her using filters was even a question because you can see it fails a bit on her forehead in harsh kitchen lighting. To me, it's troubling because it's like she will fart on camera, wear the same clothes all the time, but she has to put a skinny filter. See, that's the reason I kind of think she was like clueless about it. Is I don't see her being afraid to admit anything. She's pretty out there for, you know, everybody with her life. I don't understand why people make excuses for her and give her so much leeway. That's how you create a person who behaves the way she does. Hell not. It's bad for mental health to use a skinny filter. It's like people face tuning filters that lead them to get plastic surgery. See, I think you're putting a whole lot of responsibility into Chantal's hands.
See, my thought is, I think that she didn't even know there was a filter on there. I don't think that she's lazy about everything else. So I can't imagine her not, you know, I can't imagine her putting filters on. That's just my opinion. I think that she just didn't even know they were on. I wouldn't.
Right. She's afraid to admit that Natter doesn't want her. There's plenty she is unwilling to admit. She sticks her head in the sand about everything. I'm saying people using filters like that can impact themselves. I get that it's not her responsibility. Right. I agree. You're right. Especially if you're using the same one all the time, you get to a point where that's how you're seeing yourself. Is that what you're saying? Yeah, you're right, Madison. But like, I don't know. I was just gonna say something, but I already answered that. It's the line that you guys are upset about, not the filter. See, that's the thing, YouTube reject. I think because she has a history of lying, I think that people automatically think she's lying about everything, you know?
I think regardless if she's using the filter or she's not using the filter, I don't watch her because I'm like, oh, she looks so nice today.
Right.
Or she looks extra skinny today.
I have no problem with people filtering themselves, but don't sit here and act like we don't know what you actually look like. Right. I get it. That's what got you guys upset. The line makes it hard because even if she doesn't, it's like the boy who cried wolf. I don't care about filters. I use them. Most people use them. It's the smug, condescending attitude when called out that gets me. The line, because she lies all the time about everything. She really does, Danny. I don't even know like how to answer that, Kristen. I mean, some of the time I think when she lies, it's that she lies because she has just gone through that cycle where she unloaded everything and she said way too much, you know, that she shouldn't have said. So I think sometimes the lies are like to cover up what she said that she shouldn't have said, true or not. You know, do you get what I'm saying? Both Madisons are here. Madison W, are you the one that's members in Chantal's? Okay, I don't think that this is going to take her channel down. I mean, unless unless she really messes up and YouTube takes it down, I don't think that it's going to go down as far as she's going to lose all her subs and, you know, her channel is going to be gone. I don't think that's going to happen because you guys pointed it out too. Like there's new people coming every day. So if some of the older ones end up getting tired of her and leaving, there's always new ones that are going to come back in their place. Yeah, it has gone up.
Yeah, I'm sure she wasn't home today cleaning her apartment all day.
No.
I could pretty much guarantee that too.
They
And
were
yeah, we
telling
know she lies about a lot of shit. We're
yeah,
not saying that she doesn't lie.
and that makes sense, Spinach. I think it's like that never-ending search, for, she just wants somebody to feel about her the way she thinks she feels about him right now. How do you feel about possible increased fees only to be blocked when your opinion doesn't align with hers? See, I don't feel like that though, Madison. Like, I feel like there's a way to give her your opinion and a way not to. And I would never phrase things in a way that she's going to block me out of anger or whatever. I think that you can tell. I think that Chantal accepts criticisms if you come at her the right way. Yeah, Sandra, can you say, hey y'all? Is that what you want? Here is the other thing. If the filters make her look skinny, it could mean she lied about the weight loss. Now I'm not invested in her health journey. That ship has long sailed for me. I've never really been invested in the weight loss thing, just because I know the whole yo-yo thing, and she fully admits that she's addicted to food. I don't know that food was ever an addiction for me, but I know the whole, yo-yoing up and down and up and down my whole life.
Yeah, untouchable. I agree. And also, I think she's insane if she thinks she's going to do a higher dollar tier, especially when so many people are pissed off at her right now.
Right, Samoans. That's how I feel. I feel like people think they have too much to say for it, on her. And I am so tired of hearing you put it out there so it's fair to no. Like I don't believe that. Her life is not your life. If she's sharing it with you, that's a courtesy. Like that's not something I feel. That's not something people should be taking advantage of.
Exactly. I don't know what you would give to warrant raising the price of membership because she's barely coming on now. So how could she offer more?
Thank you, Madison. See, like that. That's why I'm glad she can't tear herself away from Natter. He's everything she deserves. See, I don't get that. I don't get wishing ill upon somebody that you don't know, that they're not in your life. If she's in your life at all, it's because you watch her, which is your choice. Why would you watch somebody that makes you feel that way? I don't think she'll do the higher tier thing. So join your, like, have your groups, have your opinion, but I don't get why it has to cross over into hatred. Learn a tactful way of saying things. Exactly, but it comes down to people frustrated that she isn't doing or saying what we want her to. Yeah, that makes total sense. So who's the toddlers? Is it her that's a toddler, or is it the people that watch her that are, kicking and screaming because she's not living her life the way they want her to? I don't agree with a lot of her decisions, but they're not my decisions to make. You think so, Untouchable? I
And
think
he needs to stay off her channel, and she needs to stay off his channel because nobody wants to see her and nobody wants to see him.
exactly. I totally agree. Right, YTR. I mean, she really can't go anywhere online without haters. She can't. And I'd be ready to be committed too if that were me, you know. You're right, Charlotte. Now, I will say I don't believe, like, I don't subscribe to the whole, um, you know, I can only, um, I can only deduce that it's, you know, they hate me because I'm fat. I don't agree with that. I haven't run into that in my life. So I don't think you can blame everything on your outward appearance. Right, untouchable.
Yeah, untouchable. I think that's why she said she wanted to raise the tears, because she can't afford supporting all these people anymore. And then I think thought twice about it, because she's not in a place to even suggest that.
I am open about my views and let people say things on my channel, but I always tell them, but I always tell them don't contact her or Natter or Pete and advise them not to be members. That's just me. But isn't that being the morality police, Kristen? No hate for real, just saying. Isn't that a form of punishing someone to to conform to your ideals? Genuine question. People like to get outraged by everything she does and use it against her. The level of vitriol I see in her comments is really nasty. I was gonna say literally. What happened to human decency? See, that's my point. Like, I just don't get going that hard at somebody. To me, that would be affecting my life. If I was that angry over somebody on the internet that I don't even know, if that would seep into my family life, that would just seep into my personal life. And I don't want to live with that. Now that I understand, Kristen, and I'm not okay with that either. Her mental health has crashed and she needs serious help. It may stem from her ignoring taking the hormone replacements after her hysterectomy, among some of the other bad choices she's making. I'm severely concerned for her mental health right now.
I think we all are about her mental health. You know, she's displaying some sad things, and you know, I pray that she gets the help, but I don't see it happening.
But see, Kristen, that's a generalization. I don't see that in her in general. In general, I think she cares about people. It's the people that go at her so hard that she doesn't have decency towards. And honestly, I wouldn't either. I mean, look, YTR blocked some of our guys yesterday. Why is that okay? Exactly, Charlotte. But see, that's the thing, is these people, it makes them that angry and they just continue to watch more. And if they don't go to her channel to watch it, they go to reaction channels. I understand, and I'm not saying you shouldn't have blocked them, although I will say it publicly. Ashley, PC, Sofa King, I bow down to you. I'm not worthy. I'm not worthy. Like, they did an amazing job defending her and pointing out the hypocrisies. I don't think I don't think it was like a ordering you though. I think you did um overreact. All he said was calm down, because he was like, where did that come from? Like, all of a sudden you just turned. I don't know what they have there, Donna. Like we were saying before, there's not mental health here in the US, at least not where I live. I'm sure that they have good places in other states or whatever. There's nowhere good here. Oh, we were talking about YouTube rejects live yesterday. Plain Cheeseburger, Sofa King, and Ashley Lamborghini were in there. Don't get, see, that's what I'm talking about though. Now, I didn't get angry. You did an entire reaction on us, and I didn't get angry. I laughed. I'm just saying, they didn't actually mention you blocking them. At least not that I saw. I mean, as I saw it, they were pretty much just pointing out the hypocrisies. They were creeping your stuff. See, I guess I don't think anything of it because that is that is like what they do in her channel.
No, if somebody's being disrespectful to the YouTube creator, then they absolutely should have the right to block them. But I think, Dan, you were just saying that you were happy with how they stuck up for Chantal, not how they were coming
Right.
back at YTR.
Right, because they were coming hard at them. Your chat was coming hard at them too. That's what I'm saying. Like in here, I think we have a good thing where like we all can talk and discuss it and rebuttal each other and everything. But I didn't feel like that's what was happening there. I felt like, they were being attacked for their opinions, which was one of the reasons that Denise and I and Tracy, come on here, because all of the VIBs are judged for our decision to be there.
Absolutely, Donna. There's a lot of people that are VIBs that are not there for her and just to see her fall and crash.
Right, Donna. And we've said numerous times too, those are the people she's speaking to when she goes off on the VIBs. It's not people like us or, some of the others that are saying it out of concern. You can tell the ones that are saying it out of concern and the ones that are just saying it just to put her down more. I think you were. I'm not, but not everybody was, Madison. Right, Samoan, same. Well, that's good, YouTube reject. I'm just saying, I think it's always going to be better if it can be discussed rationally instead of, and in the end, we all know, in the end, we just are going to have to agree to disagree. Okay, Sandra. Okay, so maybe like how I would have felt if it was, say, FFG in my chat. And Sandra, I didn't think that you were hard on them. I think you were the only mod in there, right? And you weren't bad to them, I didn't feel.
No, I didn't think anybody was being hard on them.
If I ask them not to do something, they don't care. Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's your channel. If I guess that's how all of us are gonna have to be. You have to enforce the rules in your own channel that you want, how you want it to run. Thank you. That's all I was getting at, was that it went from 0 to 60 like in a snap. And so when he said, or she said, calm down, I don't think it was like they're giving you orders. It was just like telling you it wasn't that serious. Right, Charlotte. That exactly. I mean, I'll admit it. I think you guys have seen I can be rational. I can talk out differences, whatever. But if people came in here talking to me the way they talked to her, of course they would be blocked.
And if they're making your other subscribers feel uncomfortable, then of course you would block them too.
Right. Exactly. I do too, but it irritates the crap out of me because I know she's going to unblock. If she would stop unblocking, she might have a little bit of peace of mind in there. No, you're right. And I like Maven. I mean, so yeah, you're right. That was disrespectful. I know YouTube reject. Yeah, I know. Well, if it's someone's channel and they don't want it blocked, I've been a mod before on other channels, and geez, so many kids show up and go crazy, so I get trying to keep the peace. Right. And I mean, I feel like she'll answer tough questions too. It's not that, you can't say anything or call her on any of her BS. They came in immediately
If
calm.
anybody's not going to be respectful in someone else's channel, then they shouldn't chat in it. I mean, that's just my opinion, but obviously it doesn't work like that.
Right. No, I agree. I totally agree. And I did see the Sharon part of it too. And like I said, I like Maven, so I mean that I didn't like that just because I do like her, but so I noticed it, or I whatever. But
Actually, I said, who the hell is this Sharon? Does she have a channel? Because I didn't even know what that meant.
I love it. I snapped because I know what they do and what they have done before when they came in. But I get you saw me snap, probably looks bad on me, but I've dealt with them before. Yeah, honestly, I don't see them in other chats ever. So, I don't know. I guess I don't know what they do in other chats because I don't really see them in other chats. But in Chantal's, that's what they do.
Yeah, I know they did something with FFG a couple of weeks ago that I saw in Chantal's chat.
I don't either, Twisty Misty. Oh, it's an elderly Karen. Oh, they are? I mean, I see them all the time in Chantal's, but to be perfectly honest, they're one of those, like, they have like their own little group that they have their own little jokes with, and they go back and forth and back and forth. So a lot of times I don't really pay much attention unless it's something that they're saying to the group as a whole, you know. Moderate is awesome, and it wasn't okay, and we didn't block them because the first minute they were there, they said, "Oh, are you going to block me again?" It's just provoking a situation. I have dealt with trolls way, way worse. There's background. Oh, background noise. Maybe they just have. Maybe they just gave her a name because it's easier than writing the moderate cooker Maven. I just call her Maven, so I don't know. You right, Charlotte? I mean, I honestly am thankful for the discussions. You're right, absolutely, YTR, and I guess that is kind of our point too. Like, you know, everybody comes onto YouTube to watch who they like, who they want to watch, right? But I mean, we get a lot of crap for that. Yeah, I do agree there, Sandra. I didn't understand what when they first started calling her that. I didn't understand. Well, I didn't understand what it meant until just now, actually.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I was looking through your chat for somebody named Sharon. Thank you. Right, Charlotte.
Well, that could be because we're old and, our, what is it? Denise will remember. We're old and our kids are on
Well,
drugs.
no, the new thing is now immobile, bald, and fat.
Oh, yes, bald. We're bald. That's right. That's right. Hold on. This ain't bald. Just saying. And we're dorks. Don't forget that one, Denise. Toad Man, whatever his channel was, said her friends are all dorks. Like, he stated that, like, that is just fact. Her friends are all dorks. Well, I wouldn't consider myself her friend. I don't talk to her, but I mean, I'm in her chats all the time. I don't know who her friends are. I couldn't say her friends are all dorks. Oh yeah,
Madison, me and YTR already came to the agreement that I am the working VIB.
And it messes with everything all the time.
Aren't we also homebound? We're not allowed to leave the house.
Oh yeah. Crap, don't tell anybody I left today. Shh. Yes, we're her enablers. We're responsible for what she does. Exactly, Samoans. Which one, YouTube reject? I think you were the one that said we were all middle aged. Weren't you the one that said we were all middle aged? Who said that?
That
Denise.
was someone in her chat said we were
Oh.
disabled, middle aged, and jobless. But now the new one is bald, fat, and immobile. We upgraded.
See, and I can laugh.
We also have cheating husbands.
Yes, I forgot that one.
Oh, and the drug addict kids. That was one of the best ones.
Yes. Mine are locked to their bedposts right now with their ankle bracelets. Oh, you said the housebound one? Well, I do think there are, on any live streaming platform, I think there are a lot of people that are housebound. But I wouldn't say like the majority. Aw, good. I'm glad, Samoans. If it's anyone, it's Ashley. That girl is in every
Charlotte,
show.
and she's there first. You keep forgetting that part. I don't know what kind of alerts or system she has going on that she knows of every live and always is there first.
Denise thinks she has special powers.
Yes.
Oh, Samoans, I'm so sorry. Yeah, and Tracy, yeah. Samoans, do you have Twitter? I mean, I do my jokes and digs, but really, I do think there's a lot of variety in the chat. Many people get
Yes,
frustrated.
and we have to put a leash on our drug addict kids. Don't forget that.
I thought Sofa was a man, but that doesn't mean anything. What I thought. You think? I think Sofa comes off as a guy. He's always flirting with all the girls, but I mean, mine is the same as here. You might have to do it. You might have to do Dammit Dani 49.
YTR, you'll be happy to know that after Thanksgiving, the kids are off the meth and they're only doing coke now. So we'll see how long that sticks.
No, who was the one that they thought was oh man. Who they think that there was somebody they thought was Accountable Beauty, remember? I don't think it's her because somebody said she subbed to one of the reactions. Yes. That, and I had thought that before. That was weird. I don't think it is, but she can come off that way. But she says more than I think Karate Joe would say to her. Well, knock that shit off, Charlotte. You know, one day in YouTube land is like a month in normal time.
She was saying somebody she thought was Karate Joe. I don't know who it was.
It was Brooke. Brooke A. I really, when she said that about Brooke, I was like, yeah. But like I said, I think Brooke gets a little hard on her where Joe wouldn't have.
If Karate Joe is in there, she definitely knows who he is.
Oh, she was not having it yesterday. There wasn't a whole lot that anyone was getting away with yesterday. I don't think so. No, I don't think it's her, but I can see where the similarities are. Oh, I sure hope he's not in there. I never get in trouble. You mean
because
in
we don't say
Chantal?
anything.
You would think, right, Charlotte? Oh, guys, don't tell me that. Give me the heebie-jeebies.
Yeah, I don't doubt that he's still watching her or even in that chat.
Yeah, because he took off way too quick.
Charlotte, I was thinking the same thing.
I wonder though if it had
Hi,
to
Vegas.
be. Was it an online? Like it didn't happen online, right? What he did. Hi, Vegas.
Hi, Vegas.
Yeah, see that is.
He was obsessed with her.
Yeah,
Untouchable.
he was. I just wish she would stop editing for Natter and do pre-recorded videos better and see. I love the lives. So when she was talking about like a smaller group, I know what she was thinking about a smaller group because she was thinking about weeding out the ones that go over the top, and I don't think that that's a really bad idea for her own mental health. Yeah, Joe was honestly Joe was creepy before we even knew. Thank you, Vegas. Do you want to come up? You can come up. The link is pinned.
Madison, I think it was a thought that she said out loud and shouldn't have. Because I don't think that's going to happen.
No, I don't think so either. Okay, Samoans. Charge the food talkers more. Yeah, exactly. But I don't know how. See, I don't know how all that works. So, is there a way? It's just speculation. The speculation, though. Until he is outed, no one can say he is definitely right. Exactly, Charlotte. And if he's sitting in there and not speaking, we would have no idea, especially if he's on a new account, which I'm sure he is. Mine's Dammit Dani 49.
I mean, unless she tells me she's going to FaceTime me once a week, I'm not going to pay more for membership. Yeah, I hate that she still does his videos. He could learn how to edit.
Oh my
She needs
gosh.
to just worry about herself and her own damn channel.
That irritates the crap out of me.
And she puts so much effort into his editing. And it's crazy. It's like, put that effort into your channel.
That's true, Charlotte. I forgot. He never did. When he was a mod, he was blue.
I think he wasn't going to pay because he would have to put in, credit card information, his name, and stuff like that. And I think he didn't want to be outed paying for a membership. That's just my opinion.
He was always in Bay Nations too. I think he was a mod in there too. They're done with him. I think Chantal is the type that she needs closure for everything, and so I think, like she had said once, she just wants to know why. Well, there's no why as to what makes somebody do that. That's a sickness. There's no justification. There's nothing you could say as to why you do something like that and have it be justified. Tracy, you okay?
I'm here. Sorry. My
That's
husband was
all
talking.
right. That's all right. I just want to make sure you're okay.
It's just been a crazy 2 days here in Michigan, so.
Did you guys get the
Kind of
snow?
sad. Not kind of. We did. We got a little bit. Tomorrow it's supposed to be like 50 and windy. So that'll help.
Ours is
It's cold
our
here.
temperature's up a little. You probably have what we just got rid of.
Yeah, probably.
Because ours is just now it's like 40s. It's not bad here.
Yeah, it's in the 30s, and then like I said, tomorrow it's supposed to be 50 and windy and gross, and so kind of just makes your mood kind of sad. And then the last 2 days,
Yes.
the school shooting has been pretty
Oh.
intense.
How many did it end up taking?
The fourth victim died this morning.
Oh.
It's crazy. He was
Yeah,
charged
Samoan.
today. He has 24 counts against him, 4 counts of premeditated first-degree murder, terrorist attack. He was charged with it being a terrorist. He got 12 counts of intent to do bodily harm, and he was just transferred to the Oakland County grown-up prison. He's out of children's detention. He's being tried as an adult.
How old is he?
15.
Oh my gosh, could you imagine?
Well,
here's
the craziest thing. His dad bought him the gun on Friday.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. So now they're talking about charges against the parents. It's so sad. And there's 11 people shot, 4 passed away, and 2 others are still in critical condition. And I think 4 were released, and then the rest are still hospitalized, but they're doing better. It's just unbelievable, and it's so sad.
I don't know what happened. I couldn't hear anything all of a sudden.
So sad day, sad week in Michigan.
Dan, are you talking?
Yep, I was. To
Oh, okay.
myself.
I couldn't hear you before.
It wouldn't be a normal stream if I didn't do that at least once. That you didn't know any of them involved, right, Tracy? Like any of the victims or anything?
No.
Families? Thank God. I
No.
can't even imagine what those families are going through.
Oh, it's awful. Just absolute awful. We live outside of Oakland County. We're actually in Livingston County. And the school's probably from my house about 40-minute drive.
Okay.
So that it's like way on the other side of the county.
Oh, what possesses that father too? Can you imagine the guilt that father's going to have?
Yeah. I mean, and the thing that I was talking to my husband about it, the thing that got me is, okay, the whole incident took 5 minutes, which is 5 minutes too long.
Holy cow.
But when he surrendered, his parents told him to be silent. Don't say a word. So he hasn't talked at all. They're going off video recordings from the school and all the evidence. And it could have been way worse. I mean, it's horrible. But they stopped him within 5 minutes, which thank God they did.
Wow. Yeah, that was good.
He had 3 clips, which I had no idea how many bullets are in a clip, and there's 15. And he had already shot 30, and he had 18 just single bullets in his pocket.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Yep. So, I mean, it's horrible. Absolutely horrible.
I
And
can't
not
even.
like
And I always feel bad for all sides. You know what I mean? Even his family. Like, that poor dad is going to have so much guilt to have to live with.
yeah.
Ugh.
Well, plus he might be charged because he gave it's a felony to give a minor a gun. And he bought it for him for Christmas, but he bought it early.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. And where he's going to the Oakland County jail is not a place you want to go. It's bad.
They'll have to like put him
But
in solitary because he'd be murdered.
oh yeah, they said he'll be in protective custody. And he's on suicide watch. And I mean, they transferred him quick. They did a press conference at 2:00 with the prosecuting attorney, and she went through all the charges. Then he was arraigned by 4:00, and he was at 7. There was a press conference, and he was already transferred.
Wow.
So they really, they're not wasting any time. But it's just sad. I mean, my sister-in-law is a teacher, and I just keep, I called her yesterday, and I'm like, are you nervous now? And she's like, well, I always am. She's not in a very good school district. And I said, now I have to worry about her. And it's like, it's just so sad.
I know. Who would think that, being a teacher would be a job that you'd have to worry about your family member doing,
Exactly. So I called my nephew yesterday. He's 15, not in the same school district. He's in a different county. And I'm like, just be really careful. And I just want you to know that I love you so much. And he's like, I love you too. And don't worry. We've had training at school for
I
this.
I know. I was just gonna say, when we were kids and we had like tornado drills and stuff like that. Now they have drills for that for the kids. How sad.
It is so sad. And I'm like, listen, don't be a hero. Just get out. And he's like, oh yeah. He goes, someone starts shooting in our school, we're getting out as fast as we can. And I'm like, thank you.
Yeah. We had a somebody get into the school, but they got him right away. But he came. I don't remember what. I think he came in through like a side door or something, like when the buses were letting kids off or something. And but they got him right away. But gosh, that was scary.
Yeah, it's scary. Scary, scary, scary.
Danny, how come you and your alter ego are both typing in chat?
It's because it's connected to Twitch and YouTube. I saw a TikTok where he was pretending to be a sheriff and the kids were into it and escaped. Oh my gosh.
No, that's false. That was actually the sheriff's department that were knocking on the door. It wasn't him. They debunked that today on the press conference and said no, it wasn't. It wasn't. He didn't knock on any doors. According to videotape, he knocked on no doors. He
Oh,
just
good.
came out of the bathroom and started shooting.
Jeez. And you know, I can't help but wonder, because I'm telling you what, kids are I mean, kids were mean in our day, but kids are so much worse today. Like some of the things that I hear from my kids, that were said in school or whatever, I'm like, what? Like, I can't even believe, like they will outright tell people, tell the other kids, go kill yourself and things like that. Who, like, who's raising them?
Absolutely. I always tell my nephews, I'm like, listen, I'm so glad that I was in high school when I was in high school, because now you guys got social media and all of that. No, I wouldn't be able to deal with all that. That's just, and he's like, oh, it can get bad. And I mean, he's a good kid. And I'm not just saying that because he's my nephew, but I'm like, you wouldn't say something like that to some kid, would you? And he's like, no, nope.
And I
So,
mean, you know, you just never know what might push somebody over the edge. You say that to somebody that's already, you know, suffering with depression or whatever.
yep, nope. And, with the failed mental health system throughout, people aren't getting the help that they need, being small children to adults. And it's sad.
Yep. Sorry, turning my sound off. I can't believe it took this long for it to have anything come through.
Yeah. So the whole situation. So say an extra prayer, hug your kids a little extra.
Yeah, I can't even imagine. I always think of both all the families of the victims and the family, whose kid did it. Like, all of those kids are lost.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And I, I don't know. I mean, every single person that was in that school, the first responders, everything, they just need so much help. I mean, as a parent, I'm not a parent, but if I was, I don't know if I could send my kids back to school.
I know. Yeah. I homeschooled our oldest, but our youngest is just a different, she's just different. She's so independent. She just didn't thrive with homeschooling the way our others did.
Yeah. Yeah, my nephew didn't either. He's a really good student, except when, from COVID, when they had to do Zoom, he's a hands-on. He has to see it
Same
and
with
all
her.
that.
Yep.
And he's very social. And he,
Her too.
he passed his classes, but not with the grades that he would have normally got. And so he was so excited to go back to school.
That's how she was, because they were off for a couple weeks for COVID, and so today was their first day back, and she was glad.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just so sad. So sad.
It is. Well, I think that's going to be it for me for tonight, guys. Hopefully Chantal comes on later so that I have something to watch to fall asleep to.
That's exactly what I was.
Yeah. I don't know. She said she would be back.
Yeah,
but...
I need something.
What?
I need something. I need something to clear my mind.
I call it. I shouldn't even say it because it'll get put on Chantal, but I call it my mindless TV time because I like to find something where I can just watch and not like have to really even interact. That's why I always say, like, a lot of times I'm watching, but I'm not chatting. I'm, making bed or doing dishes or, whatever. But at night I like to just like lay down with something good to watch and chill out till I fall asleep. I'm like a huge night owl. Like exactly. I'm up until like 3, 4 a.m.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, I'm a major night owl, but I'm settled in usually by like 10. Aw, good, Samoans. I'm gonna DM you as soon as I get off of here.
I have many live
What, Tracy?
Many live streams I have fallen asleep to.
Me too, and that's what I used to do on Periscope too. Only Periscope I would watch the drama at night because it was never anything that I was really like involved in or in any of the people I was close to or anything like that, So even though it was drama, it was still like mindless for me to just watch.
My husband laughs because he's like, a lot of times I just put my phone up on my pillow so he can't hear it because, obviously he's sleeping, and I fall asleep and I wake up and I'm like, oh, I missed it. So I have to replay it.
My husband makes fun of me too, but you know what his show is that it's like his chill out, mindless TV time? Trailer Park Boys. So he can't say a thing to me.
Oh, yeah, no kidding. Yeah, my husband likes to watch crime stories.
Oh, see, I love true crime.
I always say if I come up missing, you better check him because he watches all of them, so he knows.
That man loves you so much there would never be an issue.
Oh no, absolutely. No. He would never do that. But I always just tease him. I'm like, you watch it.
But he's got all that knowledge.
Yeah, that's his guilty pleasure. Is he loves like Joe Kinda and all them.
So. I don't like that guy. I can't watch him.
The one he doesn't like is Dangerous Wives.
Oh, I don't think I've ever seen that one.
And there's another one.
You have to tell him to watch. Oh, I don't even want to say it live because I don't like this person. So I don't want to send views over there. but I'll DM it to you.
Okay.
I want his take on it.
Okay.
Him.
He probably watches them.
I just can't stand ego. Like
Yeah.
somebody that's like full of ego. It's just like I can't.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm the same. I don't like that. Where they think they're God's gift to everything.
Yes, and they know so much than anybody, so much more than anybody else, and they have to one up, and oh my gosh, it just drives. I can't.
Yeah,
it's like my pet peeves.
That's one of my pet peeves, and what's the other one? Oh, I can't even think.
Mine is grammar and spelling. That's my other, like, I have to sit on my hands and chat sometimes because I literally want to type out like the correct way to say something or spell something.
My cousin used to, or she would text me. She doesn't do it anymore because I've corrected her. I hate when like they shorten words and it's like, just spell the damn word out.
Oh, see, I'm bad for that. Like if I'm in chat, I'm typing just the letter U. Like I'm horrible for that.
That I don't know why it just does. It's one of those things like just type it out. And
but see, that's what bugs me is when they type it out and they can't spell it.
Oh
then
yeah,
I cringe.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, and today with spell check, there's no reason that you can't spell it.
Right. Yeah. Although I did just spell dachshund wrong in the chat. It gives more space.
Oh, that's true, Samoa. It does give you more space, but it's just one of my pet peeves.
You know how many typos I make. Could you imagine the typos I would make if I spelled out every word? It would be, you guys wouldn't even know what I was saying.
Well, and that's how my cousin was. Like, she'd shorten words, but they didn't make any sense. And I'm like, what are you trying to say?
When
I'm like, can you spell it out?
When our daughter was little, she had words for things that like we could not figure out. Like she used to say clem all the time. She'd go to the refrigerator and she'd just keep pointing at the refrigerator and saying clem, clem, clem. And we're like, what on earth is she saying? My boys tried, my husband, me, none of us could figure it out. Finally, one day, one of the boys had the freezer open and she kept saying it and she was pointing at popsicles.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Would you have gotten that?
No.
But all right, I'm going to get off of here. And go settle in and watch something. I will DM you Samoans and I will DM you that name, Tracy.
Okay, perfect. Have a good night.
Bye, guys. Thanks for coming in again. See you next time.